I think knowing the future is not the same as causing the future. That makes sense. So we could take the rest of the time probably to have a conversation about different theological views and so forth. But one of the things that's important to understand, if you look at it from that perspective, that knowing the future doesn't mean causing the future, but nothing will ever happen in this world, in history, in eternity. Nothing will ever happen against God's knowledge, if that makes sense. Open theism, another topic you can look up. That's Bart Ehrman and those guys that thinks that God's updating things in his mind and changing things and so forth. I don't find evidence of that in Scripture, but just this idea that God's knowledge doesn't mean, knowledge of something doesn't mean that something is caused to happen, but nothing will ever happen that goes against God's knowledge. In other words, either by an individual or by God himself.
I'll give you an example, an earthly example. I'm not God, but I knew my daughter, who's sitting right here when she was a baby, was going to wake up every morning at 3 a.m. starving. I knew that. Was I God? No, I just knew my creation, I guess. That just sort of the same kind of idea. I didn't cause her to be hungry, I just knew.